What is going on, YouTube? Today we have a special guest with us, Saivion James. Now, I've been knowing this guy for, I think, how long has it been? Maybe eight,
It,
eight
yeah,
years now?
it gotta be like 8 years. Yeah.
What was it? What was the sneaker group? Was it Swish House or was it Nappy Kicks?
I think it's Nappy Kicks. Nappy
Nappy
Kicks.
Kicks.
Yeah.
And hey, do you remember that day we met in the mall with J Dub?
In Castleton?
Yeah.
I think I vaguely I remember that. Vaguely. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, my mind's going. My mind is going after having these kids, man.
Oh man, I'm already knowing, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. My first question that I have for you is, what made you want to get into working out, and what motivates you to keep going?
Uh what made me get into working out is I never had like a real ideal father figure, if I say so. And I kind of correlated having muscles or being fit with being like what I wanted to be as like as a father figure, or like looking up to people, because I looked up to people that had muscles and ran and was fast as hell and all that stuff. That initially got me into wanting to take like weights class in high school, and then I got into then I started watching all the bodybuilding videos, started watching all them, looking up to them, idolizing them, and here I am, just still going after like 7 years, I believe, like 7 years of just like hardcore, like trying to get to a goal of like getting to a
Mhm.
show or getting to a number and really focusing on it.
Nice. So who you got? You got Ronnie Coleman or you got Jay Cutler?
Oh,
You got to pick a side.
Ronnie Coleman, come on now, Ronnie
Yeah.
Coleman. It's the work ethic. I was actually just watching a video on Ronnie Coleman too, and him just explaining, like a doctor kind of explaining like what happened to his body and stuff, and I'm like, but he ain't got no regrets.
None.
He ain't got no regrets, and I love that.
And I love it. All right. So what is your favorite muscle to train, and what is your least favorite muscle to train?
Uh, my favorite muscle to train is legs. I train that three times a week. Least favorite is arms. It's just so boring for me to train arms. Not well, I be sitting there curling or sitting there like doing some tricep extensions. I'm like, man, I could be squatting right now, I could be benching right now, I could do anything else, but you gotta have them. So trying to be like full aesthetic, but nah, you can. If you invite me to go train arms, I'll be like, let's train something else.
You ever heard of Mike Mincer?
No, I haven't.
Well, he was a bodybuilder. He went up against Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I want to say, don't quote me, I want to say 73, whatever. But
Uh-huh.
he came up with like a whole science behind the amount of time you should spend training and the amount of days you should spend training a certain muscle.
Mhm.
He's saying like train one muscle for like 10 minutes, and then that'll be it for the whole week. And a
Uh,
lot of guys I've seen in the videos, a lot of guys are saying that it works. I don't know, man. That just don't sound. It don't sit right with me. 10 minutes.
yeah,
Uh, nah. Like you said, 3 days a week doing legs. That sound more like it to me.
yeah. I think it has to do with genetics, and then also like how fun that you make it. You know, like it's fun for me. Like I'm a glutton for punishment. I want to feel like, oh dang, like I just squatted like 405. I just like benched like 315. I want to feel that like in multiple reps. You know, I don't want to feel like, all right, I just threw this thing off my chest and now like let's go. You know, or I
Yeah,
just real. You know, and I think that like balances out like, because I'm not going to be able to stay consistent if I'm driving all the way to the gym and for a 10-minute workout, you know?
right, right.
Yeah.
You ever thought about having a home gym?
Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive. That's, I'd have one if it wasn't so expensive. I got I got a squat bar and like a rack, and I got some cardio equipment, you know, but it ain't been touched since COVID, to be honest.
Yeah. So since you told us your favorite muscle to train, what's your favorite actual exercise? What's your favorite lift?
Uh, Squat. Squat is my
Squat.
favorite. Yeah. So it's like enough, it's enough like technique focused, and it's enough like you can just like grind that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's your
that's huh.
what's your max?
Right now on squat, and then bench is 405. Well, yeah, 405. And then deadlifts 455. I haven't perfected that technique yet.
How tall are you?
5'11", 6 foot on a good day.
Man, you a dog. I give it to you. You a dog.
I appreciate that.
So, how often do you train? Yeah, how often do you train?
6 days a week. My split is Monday, Wednesday, Friday are legs and like a arm portion of the arm, shoulders, biceps, and tries, and then Tuesday and Thursday bench and chest and back, but heavy bench on Tuesday, and then Thursday is deadlift, and then Saturday is arms. So later today, it'll be dreaded arm day. So,
So, is there a specific reason why you use that split? Like, is it a scientific like science behind the split that you do, or are you just winging it? Just pick the muscles that you want to do together.
um, so I recently, like in the past like year and a half, I got a nutrition trainer, and he kind of helped me come up with a new split, and so that's why I moved to that. It's not really much science behind it. It's I was training legs twice a day, and then I was doing chest, chest and arms, or chest and tries, and then back and bis, and then I was doing like shit ton of cardio, and he kind of switched it around because I wanted my legs to be, I want like Jay Cutler legs, just to be
Yeah,
walking around, and like he probably can't run, because his legs are just so heavy. That's what I want. So uh he understood that, and he kind of gave me that, and it worked phenomenally. And then I made my own kind of squat program based off of this powerlifting program, and it squats 3 days a week, so it kind of just worked out.
nice. So, would you suggest like people getting a specialist or getting a trainer to push them in the direction that they want to go, or should they use the bro science?
The I wouldn't say either. I don't use the bro science, because you don't want to do that. And I wouldn't suggest getting a trainer first, because they expensive, and like when you put money into something, sometimes it can like you can make up excuses on why you don't have to pay that person, or
Yeah,
you don't want to pay that person. I would just say find what you like to do. If you were a soccer player, and for whatever reason you can't play soccer no more, you can only go to the gym. Like, try and work on your legs. Fall in love with the gym before you invest money into it.
definitely agree with that 100%. So, do you prefer to train alone, or do you prefer to train with a partner?
Uh, in my head, I want to train with a partner, but when I train with a partner, I'm good. So I suggest I prefer training alone, because I'm on my own schedule, and people have told me that like I don't take enough rest, I don't talk enough in between, so they don't really want to train with me. So I prefer to train alone, like a little lone wolf. But I try I try to keep a soft face so people like will approach me, but
Yeah,
it's hard, it's hard.
like I usually train alone. Like a few months ago, I trained with the guy from work. He's a pretty guy, and he was just throwing me completely off because what I do and what he was trying to do just wasn't compatible. And I'm just like getting irritated and shit, like just ready for it to be over because we just
Yeah.
wasn't the same frequency. You know, he wanted to go heavy, I want to go light. When I want to go light, he want to go heavy. And then like
Mhm.
I don't really want to talk much. I want to get in, do the job. But he wanted to converse and everything, talk about work and shit, and it was just like
Right.
not happen again.
Right. Yeah. I went I tried a whole bunch of different things. Like, I was in the military, so I did a lot of like mixed martial arts with their program. Tried that, which is fun. And then I also tried CrossFit before, and they like to talk. They be talking and like sweaty, all the like they be coming up to you like sweaty. And I'm like, dang, like this is fun. Shut up. You feel me? You ain't gotta keep talking like this.
Right. All right. So you train with your wife, right?
But yeah,
How is that?
it's a challenge. It's a challenge because she's obviously, I mean, loving my life. She's not somebody I can just, be like, I don't want to train with you no more. Like and when she tells me about her goals, like I get pretty invested in her goals. So when she doesn't produce, I get kind of irritated. Or I used to get irritated before I started really realizing like better ways to communicate. Um it's a challenge, but I think it's like a worthy challenge, like
Right.
it's rewarding, like very rewarding, because like when she smiles and she like a few months ago she hit squat PR like 275, and like I was more hyped than her. I was like a little coach. Dang, you over here killing these girls. You for lack of better words. You killing all these girls in the gym. And it was it's rewarding, but it's definitely a challenge because sometimes, like, again, I don't want to talk, but I gotta like kind of force myself to talk and talk in a
Right.
certain tone, and just like how it is. You gotta talk to them, not sweet necessarily, but you gotta talk to them like you give a fuck, even in the moment you don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, and I actually had to learn that the hard way. Me and my wife, well, this is before we was married. We go to the gym, starting out doing cardio, treadmill, whatever. And in my opinion, she wasn't moving fast enough on the treadmill to really do. So I caught her getting irritated, and then before I knew it, she just went ahead and left the gym. And now I'm just like, damn, like why
Right.
couldn't I? So you
Right.
find that patience, and it's not a regular person in the gym.
Mm.
Oh, this is your significant other. So yeah, you gotta find that patience. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah, that I've definitely caught. I mean, we've been working out together like off and on since joined the military in 2018 when we came to California. We was on Camp Pendleton, and we were butting heads. And at that point I was just like, I was so stressed out with everything. So I'm just coming to the gym. I'm trying to relieve stress, but I'm trying to spend time with my wife too. So I'm thinking it's a good idea. It's not, it don't mix. It don't mix. And then we button heads. She like, well, I'm just leave. And I'm like, how'd you even do that? We came all the way over here. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that go through that, because I was mad as hell. I'm like, why aren't you just keep going?
Right. Yeah. Why you don't worry about what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Get it done.
this is the
And I
reason we're here.
next question: how do you balance family life and working out?
I'm gonna just give all the credit to my wife, to be honest, because I like she really she's best of both worlds when it comes to like when I need like some compassion. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I've hurt my back before, so I sometimes, like when I'm working out, or like mainly when I'm squatting, or like I do deadlift or something like that, and I'm just rushing through it, I hurt my back and I need some compassion after that. And then also she'll still tell me like, don't be a bitch. Like, you got this. Like, you just, like we're at the gym, and like I tell her like I got 4 or 5 for 5 today. And then she's like, okay. And then she'll look at me and I'm doing 365, like I'm like not really into it. She'll like, get me right. And like this little way she got to get me right, that I don't get offended, but she like really like kicks me in my balls and like, you need to fucking get that shit. So it she's the one that balances it. She'll like stay home. She'll like say go to the gym, she'll take care of the kids. She'll and then like we'll work together. Like we go to a gym that has like I guess daycare inside
Yeah.
it, or like a play center. And so like we'll go there, and then she'll go get the kids while I stretch, or finish stretching, or finish ab work, like whatever. She is really just like working off each other, and she takes a lot of the brunt of uh sacrificing her gym time, so support, a lot of support. That's how I balance it, basically.
Nice. That's beautiful, man. Women don't get enough credit. I want to be on record saying that.
Yeah.
Women don't get enough credit for what they do for us, for sure. So do you see yourself taking strength training to the next level, or are you just content with it being a hobby?
So I about a year ago you asked me that I'm just content. But I want to take the next level. I want to do kind of everything. Now that I mean a lot of being out here in California, a lot of people will like come up to you and they don't talk like in Indiana, they'll come up to you and talk to you just about anything, not necessarily like a goal. But here they'll kind of sell you like a dream, and they'll come to you and be like, you should compete, you should do this, you should do that. And my trainer, now my nutrition coach, really, he came up to me, well, I came up to him, and then he later came to me and just told me like, no, you got potential to do this, you got potential to that. And this dude's fucking massive, like massive. He's not a pro, but he's been competing for I think like 3 years or so like that. And when he's telling me that, I'm like, hey, I really can, and it kind of just unlocked this little gateway to be like, you know what, I can run that marathon, I can do this bodybuilding show, I can do this powerlifting show, but I'm gonna try everything at least once and then see what I like, and then I was just gonna go head first into it. And I if it's running that like interests me after all this, which probably won't, but if it is running, then go head first, keep signing up for marathons and document the process. If it's bodybuilding, same thing. Powerlifting, same thing. Just kind of want to be I always want to just be like my kids look up to me and be like, I can do whatever.
Right.
My dad used to run marathons. I can do whatever. My daddy, man, he squatted 600 pounds. He was a world champion,
I feel you. So which one would you want to do more, powerlifting or bodybuilding, competing in that?
I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure. I'm stuck. I'm gonna do bodybuilding first. Because I'm already kind of doing this like cut and just really trying to give it my all, give it 100%. But powerlifting is like that adrenaline rush, and it has just enough structure, just like a squat, it has just enough structure, just enough technique, and that you can push yourself, in a safe way. But bodybuilding is like really subjective, and it's really based off judges. But I definitely want to step on stage because I don't want to like have any regrets. Like I don't want to be like, I did powerlifting for these 15 years, but I didn't even give bodybuilding a try.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't get up there in my underwear, so people could judge me. I ain't get a try,
So what words of encouragement would you give somebody who would come to you and tell you they want to get into weight training or powerlifting or bodybuilding or anything like that? What advice would you give them?
I would say be patient with yourself. That would be, just be patient. I mean, that's what I've had to tell my wife. That's what I've told other people, like friends from high school or college. I just had to tell them, like, be patient with yourself. Like, it all come. Like, I gotta be patient with myself. Like, that's what this whole fitness journey, when people start these fitness journeys, that's really what a lot of people take from it. Just that before they entered it, they didn't have a lot of patience with themselves. They wanted it right now. They didn't want to have to build up to this heavy set. They didn't want to have to get to this body fat, this body weight. So just be patient, and then really like I said earlier, fall in love with it, because it ain't nothing. Like if you doing something that you don't even like, then you ain't gonna get too far in it,
Right. Not gonna last long.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you, man. I appreciate the time. I know we're a little late. Yeah, I had to get that out the way. But I definitely appreciate you taking the time out for this video. And next time you're in town, man, let me know and we can hit the gym together, man. So we can put together.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you probably gonna be like throwing up some numbers. And I'm gonna be like, dang man, I wish I could do that. But I'm gonna still stay encouraged. You feel me? Like we gonna still get it in. You just don't make me look bad.
Too.
Huh?
We definitely gotta do arms.
All right, bro. All right, that's all good. Sounds good. We can do arms.
Once again, thank you, man. I'll holler at you.
Definitely. See you.